I'm standing in front of a small audience of restaurant owners. They manage eateries, craft new dishes every week, and greet a steady stream of customers. In my startup, Pita, we specialize in digitalizing restaurant operations. And our first product is a digital menu, and we have no charge for the basic version. So I asked them, how many of you already have a digital menu? How much are you paying for it? And several hands go up, and I see hands nodding when someone mentions 500 euros a year. I smile and I say, well, let me show you a way to save that 500 euros, and I only need 5 minutes. Then I grab a PDF or even a cell phone snapshot of a restaurant menu, and within 5 minutes, I have a digital version in 5 languages, ready to post online, ready to boost their business, and ready to be updated in seconds. And it sounds like magic, but we actually owe it everything to AI agents. Let me start with why we did it. So my co-founder Pedro and I noticed the same problem over and over. Restaurants were either paying a fortune for digital menus or grappling with old school manual processes. If a dish changed, they had to chase down the web developer. If they want to expand internationally, they had to redo translations from scratch. So we thought, why not make digital menus quick, accurate, and painless to update? And the solution was a new AI-driven pipeline that transforms PDF menus into a structured format in less time than it takes to brew a pot of coffee. And this cuts onboarding time from days or even weeks down to a few minutes. It also frees up restaurant managers to focus on actual service instead of babysitting data entry. And the way that it works is that we started with a straightforward goal: create a digital menu in less than 5 minutes. And this became a calling card or our big selling point. We start with a PDF or an image input, either or, doesn't matter for us. We work with both. So they send us a PDF or an image of their menu. Could be full of fancy fonts, food pics. Again, doesn't matter. We manage it all. Then we have an AI-powered data extraction. So our AI agent scans each page, recognizes item names, descriptions, and prices. It identifies categories, so appetizers, main courses, desserts, and even subcategories, pasta, pizza. And then at the end, what we're doing is that we're formatting into Excel. So we push the extracted data into an Excel sheet, which follows a very specific format. Why Excel? Because it's really universal and easy to update. A typical row includes columns for the item name, price, category, English version, if the restaurant wants to attract tourists, and as well other languages too. And with Excel, we can even do it with Google Sheets and then download it as Excel. So it's our standard. Then, of course, we have the instant translation part. So this is also part of the showstopper. So we harness Gen AI to generate translations to multiple languages. So after all, like a busy restaurant, so major tourist hotspot might need English, Spanish, French, and our agent issues the same pipeline for each target language, ensuring consistent item names and descriptions. And then at the very end, we upload and sync. So once the spreadsheet is filled, it is uploaded to our platform. We check for errors and we share them, of course, with the owner for correction. And the publishing is seamless. And if we look at our AI agent under the hood, it's actually not one, right? It's agents, 7 in total. And then it handles, of course, on its own, but under the hood, it's a 7 agent backend. It takes new PDFs, extracts the text, fills out the Excel, generates translation, and checks for errors. And if it doesn't line up, like a missing price, we're going to get that as well as an information. And the way that the first agent works is that it's going to collect information. So reading images, scanning text. It needs to interpret the data. So categories or some kind of like navigation, item names, prices. Then kind of like needs to decide where to go each. So which columns should go the names, the prices, categories, subcategories. Then it needs to act, so populating the spreadsheet. And of course, we need to learn from our mistakes. So this is an iterative process. It's not our version 1. It's like maybe version 5 or 6 that we're doing. And we kind of like need to have like a system prompt. If you know what the system prompt is, basically the guidelines for the AI to work on. And there's like three main ones. We work with data accuracy, like no typos, no missing info, operational efficiency. It needs to be fast and it needs to be good as well. And at the same time, like, it needs to be like very, very good. And then we have scalability. We need it to handle small menu, big menu, and it needs to work fast. When it comes to some of the key details here, so going into the nitty gritty, we kind of like have a category title. So think, drinks or bebidas in Portuguese. Then we need to have a category title in English, translation, subcategory title. So sucos or juices, an item name, a price, an item description, again, Portuguese and English. And like this is a tiny table that I'm showing to you, but our Excel is then actually, I don't know, like 30 different columns that are populated. And then we also need to leave stuff for optional things. So maybe the product doesn't have a subcategory, maybe it doesn't have a description. And this approach, we think it reduces confusion and makes sure that the digital menu looks neat, professional, and, better than paper. That's really our goal. Now, this is like back of the hood, and then let's cover results, right? So I'm in our pitch meeting, so let's go back. And I say, I'm going to help you save 500 euros in a year, and it's less than 5 minutes. They see how it works. So seeing a PDF, an image, maybe like it's a massive PDF, and then the AI agents, working under the hood. And then I also add some like print statements. Okay, now we're doing this. Now we're taking care of prices. Now we're translating to whatever. And then like by the time that I'm just covering all the benefits, it's absolutely done. And they ask, okay, when do we actually start? And then we schedule a bunch of meetings with potential customers for restaurants. And this is a proper business outcome. This is a proper business perspective for AI, is that we slash onboarding time from hours to days. It's not let's build a game or those AI cases, it's going to assist doing research for, my paper. It's great and all, but this is a significant and a proper business objective. And this step-by-step manual updates are gone. We replace it with agents, and each time we do a new demo, we get better because our AI agent is also learning at the same time, and we're also improving the product. Now, there's a bunch of lessons that I would like to share with you. First, like keep a human in the loop. Even the best AI can misread fancy PDFs. We make sure that the final checks are straightforward. For a restaurant, so we have a log of errors that they can check. And of course, they have the Excel to proofread. So there's a human in the loop first. Clear formatting, so very specific about what should go in each column. And I think so far we've gotten like very few issues, if any, with this. So we start with the data, and then based on our clear formatting, it's good. Then we kind of need to work with quick feedback, but basically, if the AI agent runs into an error, like missing prices, we need to get that kind of information. So let's say row X doesn't have a price, and we need to, it's very easy to fix it with Excel immediately. And then we're also, highlighting the value. It's very important that you sell what you do. So when restaurants see how fast we convert menus and how easy it is to maintain them, they realize the cost savings immediately. So it's both money and time. And this is just, a quick view into the future. AI agents is the future, and like this is still so much to go in terms of frameworks, ways of working, whatever it is, even for content creation, promotions, marketing, or, our chef specials updated in real time. And the same pipeline that extracts menu data can handle deals, images, nutritional info. And as we bring more restaurants on board, the agent is going to be better because we're going to build a better product. Now, as a final word here, so that 5-minute transformation sealed the deal for many of our restaurant partners. They could save money, eliminate paperwork, and reach a broader audience by adding multilingual menus. It's not just about cutting costs, it's about empowering businesses to act faster, serve customers better, and stay ahead in a competitive market. So next time you see a restaurant that does not have a digital menu, recommend BT for them. And just as a last words, like why AI agents matter. If you're trying to fix something that doesn't affect revenue or costs, it's not a good project. And costs could be many. So of course you have financial resources, time, and then revenue is, ideally to, of course, increase your turnover and therefore increase your profit. Always think whatever you are working with the AI agents, whether it's going to improve one of this, whether it's going to help scale your company faster, your team will work better. If it doesn't, take 2 steps back and rethink the project. And that is it. So I'm very excited about AI agents and I'm very excited to share frameworks with you. I'll see you in the next video.